To make his wife jealous, the man deliberately kissed the scheming woman beside him. But what he didn't expect was this: the wife who always loved him deeply didn't get angry at all. Instead, she simply stood there, chatting and smiling as if nothing had happened. Just moments earlier, she had accidentally discovered a love letter her husband had secretly kept for years. Only then did she realize that the man who always acted distant and superior had actually loved her all along. Ever since college, she had been the one chasing him. She always believed she was the one who wasn't loved. But she never knew that the whole time, he had been quietly watching her from the shadows. Even after she pursued him for 3 years, the man never agreed to be her boyfriend simply because he enjoyed the feeling of being chased. Even after they got married, he would always come up with reasons to suggest divorce. They became regulars at the Civil Affairs Bureau. Every time, it's the wife begging to stay. They've tried to divorce 98 times and still failed. This was their 99th divorce application. The man confidently believed she would beg him again, just like before. But this time, after learning the truth, the wife had made up her mind to leave. She finally understood that her love had only been his amusement. When she went home to pack, she noticed her mother's only keepsake, a necklace, was missing. She went to a bar to question her husband. His friends were laughing at their divorce again. They bet she'd come crawling back within 3 days. The man thought his wife was there to apologize. But she only wanted to find the necklace, the one he had gifted to the scheming woman. The woman claimed she had lost it. The wife demanded, "Why did you give away my mother's keepsake?" The husband brushed it off. "It's just a necklace." Seeing how cold he was, the wife turned to leave. But the moment she stepped outside, a car lost control and sped toward her. Her husband instinctively took a step to save her, but then stopped himself. Instead, he shoved the scheming woman aside. His wife was hit and knocked unconscious. She remained in a coma for 2 days and nights. A nurse told her that her husband had panicked so badly he almost tore down the hospital. But strangely, the moment he learned she was about to wake up, he left. The wife already knew the truth, and her heart felt empty and helpless. On the day she was discharged, the man showed up with the scheming woman, pretending he was taking her to the doctor. He coldly offered to give his wife a ride home. Then he announced that the scheming woman would be moving in with them. That night, he held a lavish birthday banquet for the scheming woman. Everyone assumed she was his true love, that if the wife hadn't always begged him, they would have divorced long ago. But only the wife knew, the scheming woman was nothing but a tool he used to torment her. All she wanted was to end this nightmare quickly. Yet the scheming woman refused to let her go. "You've known Aching for 4 years, married for 3, and he still doesn't look at you twice. Pathetic. Even if I push you off here, he won't spare you a glance." And with that, she pushed her into the pool. The wife couldn't swim and struggled for her life. Hearing the splash, the husband rushed over and immediately jumped in without hesitation. He dragged her ashore and desperately performed CPR. But when she woke up, he returned to his cold, distant tone. "How can you fall into a pool just because you skipped a banquet?" The woman said that scheming woman pushed her. But the scheming woman flatly denied it. Unable to endure it anymore, the wife said she wanted to call the police. The husband instantly cut her off. "That's enough. You're being emotional. Go home and reflect on yourself." 3 days later, he asked if she still wanted to pursue the matter. She gave a bitter smile and shook her head. She knew, if she endured just a little longer, she could finally escape this cage built out of fake love. The next day, she attended a class reunion. Her classmates teased her about chasing the school heartthrob back in the day, thinking she never succeeded. She didn't explain, simply smiled. But soon, the husband arrived, bringing the scheming woman with him. He kissed the woman in front of everyone to provoke jealousy. But his wife didn't even look, she turned and left. He assumed she left because she was jealous. "I want to see how many more days you can hold out." The scheming woman chased after her again, mocking her, warning her not to beg the husband to cancel the divorce. The wife ignored her. The scheming woman grabbed her and tried to start a fight. At that moment, the husband's voice came from behind. The scheming woman slapped herself and pretended the wife attacked her. The man believed it instantly, scolding his wife arrogantly once again. Finally, the last day of the divorce cooling-off period arrived. The husband didn't hear the usual pleading from her. But he still offered to accompany her to cancel the divorce. He even warned her, "If you make another mistake, I'll still divorce you." But in her heart, she thought, "There will be no next time." At the Civil Affairs Bureau entrance, she was planning to send him away when the scheming woman called him. He confidently told his wife to go in alone and left to find the other woman. She walked into the office alone. The staff, already familiar with her, asked the usual question. This time, she smiled faintly, saying she really meant it. After getting home, she packed her luggage and got into a car, leaving the city that has once tormented her.